Cool. Alright. I revamped this one. So, uh, redid the drive motors for it. Those are the 12 volt, 60 RPMs. And then basically after that, everything else was pretty much kind of a do-over. Still using the lifting servo to go up. I'll go a little higher than that. I got a new bucket motor in there. I'll go over that in a second. So there's the full boom height right there. And then there's the bucket right there going all the way down. And then there's it going all the way back. So that one there, gotta be careful because I'm on a control with no spring in it. So if I tip it and it falls, it'll roll one way or the other. So yeah, but I adjusted some endpoints on that one to try and make it a little bit more accommodating, a little more responsive. And then I've also got to go back here, put everything back into it, and then I got to put this cover back over, which goes this way. So it'll be like that kind of thing. Yeah. So that's all I've got there. There's a couple of different things I could definitely do with this one. I'm going to try that 12 volt 30 RPM motor out that I put into it, because that's one thing I did swap out. It used to be a 6 volt 30 RPM, just didn't have enough juice. So I put a 12 volt 30 RPM in it, N20. Is it going to work? I don't know, maybe not. If it doesn't, I've actually gone ahead and ordered a new, one of those, it was, last time I think I said it was like an N.050, I was wrong. It's a 13 gauge, I think this is what the GA stands for, 050 motor, so it's about 2 inches long, something like that, 50 mil long. It's like the same size as an N20, but it's bigger, and I might use that for the bucket, and I think it'll work out well. It's the same motor that I just put in my 308 excavator to do the rotation, so that should be sufficient there. Having said that, I also can put an auxiliary switch in this, and I should be able to run a function like something like a sweeper or something. I thought would be kind of fun to have. So I might do that as well. The disadvantage I had with all of it was that it's 4 channels, and so right now I actually bought one of those small little, I think they're the FS2A receiver. They're just tiny, and I bought one of those, and it's a 4 channel. It was going to go in there. It was going to give me a lot of space, but it's only 4 channel. And then I was like, shoot, now I need to go to the 6 channel one. So I might take the casing off to try and slim it down a bit. And then I can have an auxiliary channel to run that on. But I was hoping for a smaller size receiver. But it shouldn't be too bad. The next biggest thing I've got to contend with right now is this 800 milliamp battery. I'd like to see if I can try and find a smaller 3S battery maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I do have some room in there. I gotta slim everything down a bit. I could probably get rid of a bunch of wiring here and tighten all that up. And it definitely helps that I have an ESC on the lift servo, so I don't have to deal with one of those in the way. But yeah, the disadvantage of the lifting servo is that it really does take up a fair bit of space, and it has to bolt down to the bottom. So you do kind of lose a bit of the room for like whatever you wanted to hide down there. Before I had this thing, I had it on a 6 volt NIM battery. I used to put the NIM battery at the bottom in there, and it's perfect. I had tons of room, but I've lost that now because of that lifting device. But the lifting servo there is awesome too, though, and it just gives me like perfect full height. I tried so many times to do it with the high-tech servo or whatever people were using, and I just could never figure out how you guys managed to get that little extra pinch on it. I tried and just could never quite get it. I've got the endpoint set on that one too. I could actually go just a smidgen higher, but it's pretty good like that. So yeah, there's my Delta skid steer, all pretty much kind of done-ish so far. Got to take the tracks off. I'm going to put a little protector over the gear motor there as well, and that should be it. So there you go. Yeah, what else is there? I think that's pretty much it. Oh, I do wonder about those motors. We'll see if they last or not. But I'm definitely liking that I'm not having to deal with any of the popping tracks or anything like that, which is pretty sweet. So I think that's a really good thing right there. And then, yeah, other than that, it's just going to be about trying to fit everything in there and get some space going and try and get, if I could get that battery in there, that would be awesome. This thing would go forever with that. So, and I'm also using these small little 1 cell to 3 cell ESCs that I got off AliExpress, which are working really good too. So yeah, just slim stuff down and try and fit some things in there nice and tight, and then maybe I can get away with having some fun trying out some different buckets or something like that too. But the motor I'm not sure about right now, and that I don't know if it's going to have enough juice to curl or not. So like I said, I got that other one I'll put in, which will fit if that one doesn't really work. So yeah, should give it a test, but I got all this stuff hanging out of the back, so I'm not going to quite do that yet. But maybe I'll throw some dirt in the bucket and see how it curls, if it can handle a load or anything like that. Okay, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.